Hello and welcome to Pieces of Work. I'm Corey and I just got back from seeing the latest film from Johnny To, 3. Oop, there's my ticket. There you go. So, Johnny To is an absolute auteur in crime thrillers. He's made some fabulous films over the years. He is the man. People like Tarantino look up to this guy. He's like the Asian Scorsese, I think. This guy's a genius. I love his movies, and it's so great to see him back again. This movie is a little bit different from other things that he's done. It's not so much focused on action. It's more about building tension. So the film stars Wallace Chung, Xiao Wei, and Louis Koo. So Wallace Chung stars as a jewelry store robber, and he's part of a gang. So it's kind of like if the Reservoir Dogs were together and one of them got caught and he got shot and brought to a hospital, and he gets handcuffed to a hospital bed and is held captive there by the police, and he also has a bullet lodged in his brain that he doesn't want removed by a doctor. The doctor's played by Xiao Wei, and she's really good in this movie. So her character, I think, has the biggest arc in this film. So the majority of the film is set in this one scene. So the recovery ward of this brain surgeon, and she works a lot with people with brain hemorrhages, I think tumours and things like that. So we get to see a few of her different patients throughout the film, and they kind of, each patient has their own story, but it also gives a lot about her character, or lets us know as an audience about her character and her motivations. And she struggles as a doctor, because her superiors think she's weak and she's made a few mistakes. And those things, they resolve themselves throughout the film, and it kind of makes her character stronger. And she has to choose, she's got a moral... She's like the moral high ground, or the moral core of this film, because on one side you've got Wallace Chung as, he's a bad dude. He's a part of a gang and they're robbing jewelry stores. And then you've got Louis Koo, who's clearly not a good cop. He's corrupt. And she has to be a doctor, and a doctor has their oath, and they have to stand by their oath to look after their patients. And, so she's got the choice of, do I help this guy, or do I help the police who I don't have a good feeling about? And the movie really plays on that kind of tension. If you look online and read a synopsis of this film, it's not actually 100% correct. Okay, so the synopsis online that I read said that it's about a standoff between some cops and some robbers, and one of the guys shoots himself and to get away and get to hospital, and then use his human rights to somehow escape. That's not really the plot of this film. The plot of this film is there is a bad guy that's in the hospital, but we don't really know why he's there. Like, at the start of the film, it's a bit iffy. So you know there's something not quite right with this guy, but also the way Louis Koo plays the cop, there's something shady about him as well. All the actors in this film are fantastic. They really drive this movie. If it wasn't for them, it might be a little bit bland, because the director has utilized one location, and for a lot of people that might seem a bit boring, but personally I really enjoy like one location films. And I think this movie probably will be compared with Tarantino stuff. So it is, it's got that Reservoir Dogs and Hateful Eight vibe, where it's just one place, things are going on there. There's some great shots in this movie as well. There is action, but you have to work for that action, okay? And it's not just... There's a point to it.